Hello, friends, and welcome to Sleep Tight Stories. Every week, we celebrate our supporters through shoutouts and personal birthday messages. We think this is also a fun way for us to hear about all the amazing places that you, our listeners, come from. I'd like to say hello to Miles in Bethesda from Mommy and Daddy who love you so much. Hello to Evie June in Wellsville, Pennsylvania, love Mommy, Daddy, Cantina, and Disco. They are so proud of you for swimming in the deep end of the pool. Hello to Warren in Vero Beach, Florida, who is 3 and rocking his new glasses. Looking good, Warren. And hello to Everly in Vero Beach, Florida, who is 5 and in kindergarten. Remember, each day is a new day, Everly. Don't forget to smile. Happy belated birthday to Maggie. Love Mommy and Daddy who love watching you grow and are amazed at how awesome of a girl you are and have always been. Happy belated birthday to Addie in Seattle who turned 8 on April 17th. Happy belated birthday to Emery in Montana who turned 11 on April 14th. Love Mom, Dad, David, and Nolan. You are their bright star, and they love watching you come alive on stage. And happy belated birthday to Ezra from Blissfield, Michigan, who turned 7 on April 21st. From Mama, Dad, Landon, Isaiah, and Sibby, who are so grateful for you and love you so much. Happy 6th birthday to Oliver in Bozeman, Montana, from his mom, dad, Sawyer, and Eliza. Happy birthday to Georgia from Glen Carbon, Illinois, who is turning 7 on April 26th. Mommy, Daddy, Benny, Bubby, and Sissy love you so much. Happy 7th birthday to Malik from Egypt. You fill everyone's life with so much joy. Stay awesome. We love you. From Dahlia, Yusuf, and Bowser. And happy birthday to Claire Elizabeth, who is turning 7 on April 27th. Mommy loves you and your night times together, Claire Bear. Happy birthday to you all. To reserve your special shout-out, please visit sleeptightstories.org/support. We can't wait to celebrate with you. Now, on to our story. Bernice is excited about going to Gertrude's party. She and Ethan talk about it as they walk home. Ethan says that he heard that Gertrude's mom is ordering a lot of pizza, and they think it must be because Bobby is coming, and he loves pizza. Bernice loves pizza too. Are you excited about Gertrude's party this weekend? Ethan asked as they walked towards Bernice's house from the school bus stop. I hear that her mom is going to order like 100 pizzas or something. Maybe she is ordering so many because Bobby is coming and he loves pizza, Bernice said with a chuckle. I'm excited too. It should be lots of fun. She told me she has many games we could play, and if it is sunny outside, maybe we could have fun in her backyard. Yeah, she has a big backyard, I think. But whether it's inside or out is okay with me, as long as Bobby saves me some pizza, especially Hawaiian. That's my absolute favorite, Ethan said, excited about the thought of eating pizza. I like Hawaiian too. Pineapple on pizza is the best. But sometimes just cheese is good, or pepperoni, or maybe even mushrooms. Haha, I think I might love all pizza. Bernice laughed as they arrived at her house. Haha, it's fun. Anyway, Bernice, see you tomorrow, and thank you for the cookie today, Ethan said as he ran towards his grandmother's house down the street. Bye, Ethan, Bernice said as she waved goodbye. Bernice closed the door quietly as she entered her small house and was greeted not only by the most amazing smell in the whole wide world, but also by Cookie, who was sitting patiently at the entryway. "Hi, Cookie. You are so nice. I knew you would be here waiting for me when I came home. I felt it in my bones." Do you like that phrase? It sounds old-fashioned, so I think I will use it. I think I heard Mama use it once. Bernice sat down to take off her sneakers, a habit she started because of her stubborn snow boots, which always seemed impossible to take off. "Do you see this, Cookie?" Bernice said, pointing to where her finger was sticking out of the front of her sneaker. "My absolute favorite sneakers in the universe have a hole in them. There is no way I'm going to get a new pair, even if Mama and Papa say I can. These are just the best." Cookie replied by purring and rubbing up against her. "I think you understand," Bernice added, while giving Cookie some pats. "You understand everything, right? Do you know how lucky you are that you don't have to wear sneakers? When I was just a kid, I would simply go in my bare feet, and they never got holes in them. I had to start wearing shoes in winter because walking in snow in your bare feet is not so comfortable." "Is that your voice I hear, little bear?" Papa Bear said from the kitchen in his super deep voice. "You will never guess what I made for this afternoon's treat." "Oh, yes, I will, Papa," Bernice said as she put her sneakers away in the closet and hung up her jacket. Walking into the kitchen, she said, "It's a super nice day out there, Papa. I think the grass has gotten greener today, and it's so sunny outside that I think the birds are wearing sunglasses so they don't bump into trees." "That's pretty sunny, little bear. It is a beautiful day. It is just about time for you and me to start working on our garden." "Yeah, we should start that soon, and then I get to wear my rubber boots." "Something sure smells super yummy delicious," Bernice said as she washed her hands in the sink. "What is it?" "You are supposed to guess, little bear," Papa Bear said with a smile. "Well, I know it isn't Brussels sprouts, and I hope it's not eggplant, though I would eat them if you said I should. I think it must be cookies." "You are correct. It is cookies." "Was it a difficult guess?" Papa Bear asked with a laugh. "But they are special cookies because these are almond cookies." "I love almond cookies, Papa. In fact, I think I love all cookies and all pizza too. Ethan told me that Gertrude may be ordering like 100 pizzas for her party this weekend. I can't wait to eat some pizza," Bernice said as she sat at the table. 100 might be a lot, though Bobby's parents told us he has had an appetite lately, so maybe Gertrude's parents are preparing, Papa said with a laugh. "Yeah, he's turned from a little eater to a big eater, or from a microraptor to a brachiosaurus. Except for carrots, of course. Bobby still won't eat those." "Do they make carrot pizza, Papa?" "That would be funny if all Gertrude had to eat at her party was carrot pizza," Bernice said after taking a great big drink of milk. "I haven't heard of carrot pizza before, but you never know." "So, tell me about your day, little bear. How do you feel your tests went today?" After taking a big bite of a cookie, she replied, "Okay, I guess. I did well on all my tests because I had been studying." Bobby felt good about it too, and when he finished, he yelled out, "Yay!" which I think means he felt he did well. The teacher got a bit upset, and he had to sit down and be quiet. He finishes tests faster than most of us. But Papa, You won't guess what happened in English class. It was kind of silly. What happened, little bear? Well, one of the new boys in class didn't do the group assignment we were supposed to do. He seemed a bit nervous when the teacher asked us to continue working together. And when the teacher came by and asked nicely where his part of the assignment was, he took a deep breath and said, "Well, you see, there was this boa constrictor." I almost giggled, Papa. I think he was trying to make a joke because he went on to say that a huge, gigantic boa constrictor slithered into his room last night right through the window. And it was so hungry that it ate his assignment. We all giggled a bit, but when the teacher started to look serious, he apologized and said he had finished it but had forgotten it at home. He's nice, Papa, and I think we can all be friends, but I don't think he has found his sense of humor yet. Papa Bear let out a big sigh. Papa, in science class, one of the new kids did a presentation on raccoons, which was pretty cool. She said that where she used to live, raccoons would visit them every night. And Papa, did you know that raccoons have hands that can open jars, unlock cages, and even turn doorknobs? Isn't that cool? Why don't we have any raccoons, Papa? They seem so cute. I think we might have had some raccoons at one time, little bear, but I suspect they found a better place to live that had more food. And they don't always get along with those who live in the city. They are a very interesting animal and very smart. Yeah, I think so. At lunchtime, some of the kids did a lunch swap, and Bobby swapped lunches with Gertrude, but her lunch was full of carrots. She loves carrots, but Bobby doesn't, so they switched back. I had some of Bobby's lunch today. He had some kind of chicken with a sour sauce or something. It was okay. And I shared one of my cookies with Ethan because his parents gave him a pudding or something, and he said he would like to trade. Sounds like you had a fun and full day, Papa Bear said, as he rinsed his teacup in the sink. I need to work on my English assignment before dinner, Papa. Can you answer questions if I have any? I would love to answer your questions as best I can. I'll be right here starting dinner. Thank you, Papa. It's that time, Papa, said Bernice. And what time is that, little bear? Replied Papa. The time you tell me a story, silly. Did you do all the things you need to do before bed? I think so. I had a soapy bath, put on clean pajamas, brushed my teeth, and did some stretches. Are you comfy and warm? Yes, Papa. How about Twigga, Wolfie, and Madeline? Are they ready for a story too? I think they are. What about you, Cookie? Are you ready for a story and a rest? I think she might be asleep already, Papa. She might even be snoring, Papa Bear said with a laugh. Give me a big hug and a kiss, and I'll tell you a short story. Thank you, Papa. Once upon a time, in a world full of magic and fun, there lived a brave little bear named Boo Boo. She lived in a large castle at the edge of a mystical forest. And in this forest, there were unicorns, fairies, gnomes, and all manner of insects, birds, and animals. It was a wonderful place. Her best friend was a young dragon called Kai Kai, and they liked to play as much as they could. The kingdom they lived in was full of people who lived in the meadows, those who lived in the hills, and those that lived in the forest, and they all lived in harmony. On this day, Boo Boo and Kai Kai were walking towards Bixie's cottage to give him some treats. Boo Boo had been learning how to bake, and instead of eating them all herself, she decided to share it with their teacher. Of course, keeping sweet treats away from Kai Kai was always a challenge. As they approached Bixie's home in the forest, they noticed Sparkles the unicorn, shimmering brightly, her mane full of colors, playing with some of the other forest friends. "Hello, Sparkles!" shouted Boo Boo and Kai Kai in unison. "Hi, guys!" Sparkles neighed. "I can smell some delicious treats. It can't be from Kai Kai." "Most certainly not. He's been leaving a trail of drool all the way here. If he could bake, he would have eaten them by now." Boo Boo laughed. Seeing some of his students had come for a visit, Bixie gathered everyone around a cozy, moss-covered log. "Before we share these delicious treats that Boo Boo brought, I want to tell you all a story," he began. Bixie had a story for every occasion. A story from when I was just a little sprout, not much bigger than a pine cone. As Boo Boo shared some treats with all the forest friends present, Bixie shared tales of his younger days, filled with blunders and misadventures. "I once tried to use a lily pad as a trampoline," he confessed, a giggle escaping his lips. "Let's just say I ended up taking an unexpected swim." Boo Boo, Kai Kai, and Sparkles laughed. "But the most important part," Bixie continued, "is that I learned something new with each mistake. I learned that it's okay to fall as long as you get back up." "What was the best thing you learned, Bixie?" asked Kai Kai, his mouth covered in crumbs. Bixie smiled warmly. "I learned that it's not about being the best student right away, but about growing and getting better over time. My mistakes were like the seeds of my success. They needed time, patience, and lots of sunshine to grow." Sparkles shared, "I once thought my horn was just for show, but then I learned it could light up the darkest paths." Boo Boo chimed in, "Yeah, I once thought I couldn't climb trees or run races, but then I did. I just needed to keep trying." Kai Kai laughed, "And I remember being scared of the dark until I discovered how beautiful the stars are at night." "How could a dragon be afraid of anything?" Sparkles asked. "I think he is afraid that he will miss out on treats," Boo Boo laughed. As it started to get dark outside, everyone knew it was time to go. "I have one more suggestion before you go home and leave me with all these treats. And no, I don't need your help eating them, Kai Kai," Bixie started. "I ask that you all never stop asking questions. Never shy away from the mistakes you're bound to make. And always lend a hand to one another in getting better, bit by bit. Can you do that?" Everyone agreed to try their best. And with that, Papa Bear gave Bernice a kiss on her forehead, adjusted her blanket, turned off her lamp, and quietly whispered, "I love you, little bear." And that is the end of our story. Good night. Sleep tight.